Override, and I'm ready to bring the pain for you this week. Oh, yeah. Woo! Man, what an amazing week of NFL weird football. I mean, the pay lines were kind of low again. It was kind of a weird week at DFS. Betting was great, though. Betting was great. But however, if you had been part of Dr. Roto, so you want to get to the site, use code word DOC40 if it's still available. You'll get a nice percentage off of your subscription. Hey, gift a subscription. If you know somebody out there that's playing fantasy football, it's the season of giving. It's the holidays. Why not give them a Dr. Roto subscription? That way they can bring the pain to the competition. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. If not, code word doc will get you a percentage off of your prescription as well, too. Right now, the Discord has been on fire. So, on top of all the content that has been hitting the site, already hitting the site, and of course, my IDP waiver wire article, hard hits and cool picks, already hit the website today. So, today I wanted to talk about a few things. First of all, I did want to talk about Trevor. I also wanted to talk about why fantasy companies like myself, DFS, and Dr. Roto, how we can help you, your Sirius XM fantasy. Also, I want to talk about Scott Fishbowl 14. And then, of course, we're going to round it out with my one player that I'm selecting from my article that is on the website today behind the paywall. So you just got to get through the paywall. And there's only one way to do that. It's by joining so you could be our rich friend. Yeah. Woo. Let's bring it. Man, first of all, I have to say congratulations to all of the experts in Dr. Roto continuously, all putting in the work. I know I don't need to thank myself. I'm just a wild man. But everybody has been putting that dang work in. We ain't the dang Russ. We's the dang crew. We the dang Dr. Roto crew. And what's been going on is if you've noticed for the last few weeks, we've had at least one of our subs hitting big or one of the experts is hitting big. Well, Trevor was the latest expert to hit big, and he hit big on a showdown slate. And I wanted to talk about that. So, Trevor, great job, brother, man. You know I'm always root for you. I root for everybody at our place. Our subs, our Dr. Roto himself. Man, there's so many ideas going on, and that is why the subs only Discord is so big. You all sit out there wondering why people pay for a service. It's not just paying for the service. You get the optimizers, you get that optimizer, you get this site's optimizer, you get code words for RT Sports, you get all the other stuff. Plus, you get to talk to us all the time. And you get Doc's Sunday morning show where Danger, Trevor, sometimes Chris pops in. Everybody pops in there, man. Lou's in there. So and I'm always hovering. I got to work on Sundays, so like it really makes it hard for me to be there sometimes because I'm so wrapped up making drives and things. But at the same time, I'm always there helping my IDP guys because I'm the IDP hero, man. That's how it goes. But at the same time, how did Trevor do this? He simply said it. I had two guys I wanted in that game. I wanted Mixon and I wanted Cooper Rush. So he went to the optimizer and he optimized. He only played a few lineups, right? But the optimizer kicked back the Fairbairn, then they kicked back the Houston defense, and then I want to say, I think they kicked back. I think it kicked back Nico Collins or somebody. I can't remember who the fifth guy is, but anyway, that beside the point. They kicked it back, so he went and he played it. He placed first place in the big contest, so he won a lot of money. And that's the thing is that was available to him because of what we offer on our site. You could have had that hit. You could have used the optimizer that day and could have did it. Also, Danger runs a lot of rankings on Showdown sometimes. So he does help you. He will give you the percentages of what people will be rostering. So if you want to make a play, you could go down a few spokes here, a few places, and you could maybe pull that guy out. See, my guy, the lineup I played was practically like that. I had Mixon. I had CD Lamb, but my problem was Ferguson going down. Even though Ferguson got points, Ferguson got hurt. So unfortunately, that didn't play out well for me. And then I used Tolbert. I actually came off of the Houston defense and went up to Tolbert. which would have put me at 97 points, which would have won me a little more money. Top for the, from what I saw from the big contests, 115, 120 did it. I want to say Trevor was 115 in that contest. So, congrats, Trevor. It's great to see that. But like I said, I literally put in on Thursday, I put in a first place lineup in the subs only Discord and hit 100 on that. And at the same time, well, I hit it more because, I had a few other lineups and it won. But at the same time, that's what we're trying to stress at Dr. Roto. We're throwing in bets. We're throwing in lineups so that you can grab those lineups and win, lose, or draw, win some money with us. But most of the time, we are winning money. We're doing it for you so that you get every penny that you pay for into our site. You get everything. You get your starts and sits on the seasonal dynasties, best ball. We got right now, we got the Fantasy Cloud Ed. He's going crazy in the dynasty room chat because, it's that dynasty time of the year. Teams are winding down. There may be some players on the waiver wire you could bring in and may develop into something during a dynasty league, but there could be just people dropped, period, and even redrafts league that he can help you with. And that's just what we offer at drroto.com. I mean, just get there, man. That's why. But it helps to have us. We have your back. That's what I'm getting at. I've literally talked, and I've talked for weeks about all of these hits. Yeah, we had a bad beat at DFS last week. A lot of the sites did. It was just a train kind of week. But at the same time, when we're going into these night games and we're cashing out on our bets, because lose bets, my bets, Trevor's two touchdown, mix and bet, all that in the subs Discord, but on the website itself, my bets were hitting. My first quarter bets were hitting. I've had so many different things hit. It was just the way it was going to go down. We're offering so many different bets. We're not stepping each other. We're giving it all to you. And so this got brought up to me. So I'm part of this IDP fantasy football group on Facebook, right? So I go in there and I always help people out. I'm just that guy. But in these groups, you're going to run across troll. And trolls actually, they come sometimes get in the way. And, you're giving advice to this guy. And the next thing you know, the trolls come in going, yeah, he's pretty petty with his advice. You dang right I'm petty with my advice. I give my advice to my Painbringers and my subscribers. I owe you nothing, bro. And the thing is I'll put you in a full Nelson too, buddy. Because at the same time, you're sitting here and you're trying to be a troll. Nobody cares about that. What makes us better is because we learn together and we help our people. The fact that people like you go in and you rap on advice being given to people that asked for that help is by far just, it's stupid. You shouldn't even be doing that because you're working against what we do and you don't understand. You think because you don't pay for a service that at the same time that you're better than everybody else and you have the right to speak down, but you do not. So you're getting a little life lesson from Heat Override on this one and that whole group is that there's a lot of good people in that group, but there's one bad seed. And so apparently this bad seed has synced me out and is calling me out for my IDP stuff. I'm the IDP hero for a reason. Every single week for the last 4+ years at Dr. Roto, I have done everything IDP wise for all of you. I have my own chat room and I've tried to help. Yes, I have not been perfect. Yes, I have suggested people and dropped and told my subscribers to drop people with that person actually scoring a touchdown that same week, Teron Johnson. Look, I know what I do wrong and I know when I'm wrong, but I also know when I'm right. Damani Richardson, that was what he called me out for. He was so mad that I called Damani Richardson because when I called Damani Richardson, he was 0% owned in practically every single fantasy football format, other than maybe a dynasty. But dynasties aren't counting on the main sites. So when we're sitting there and we're thinking about what we're doing and why we do it for them, we do all the legwork. We get them to where they're at. Yes, they learn. Yes, they learn snap count. Yes, they learn different defenses or nuances of the offense. And you only learn nuances of the offense if you actually watch the game. If your player does not record, your player could be in on almost every tackle and end the day with 3 tackles. But there's days that every single time he's in on that, he might get in on that and he could get you 7 or 8, maybe a 13 burger, right? But at the same time, when you're trying to go backwards and you're trying to call people names, like, bro, I would just say this straight out. You could come at me all day long. I do what I do because I love what I do. That's why I'd even respond to you. You ain't nothing but dirt off my shoulder, bro. And that's how you bring the pain to all those people. But hey, I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I get that. But at the same time, I don't have to be. That's why I have a team. I've always said this and preached this since day one, and so has every other expert. Find the expert that fits your play style and talk to them and learn with them and get them to give you their ideas and allow your mind to grow so that you do become in yourself your own expert. So that's what we want. But then if you're not part of the site, you're not getting those easy bets, you're not sitting there. Hey, say you're making a cake at the time and you see a good bet go through. Bam, you just keep making the cake, put the bet in real quick, get back, mix it up, and at the end of the day, you got the secret sauce. Yeah. Woo! That's what we're talking about. Well, let's get to it. Let's get to the Scott Fish Bowl 14. Oh, yeah. The Predator Division. There's no killing what can't be killed. Yeah. That's right. The Predator Division is sending 6 people into the playoffs, round 1. Who knows what's going to happen? I barely made it because my team has had some massive injuries. The Rashid Rice one, of course, it took a while for Tracy to come around, and now he's a final starter. I had a lot of off weeks last week, and I was supposed to score like over 200 some points. And man, I went into that last night game. I barely eked it out. But at the same time, what's going on is we're sending 6 people. So we're sending Anthony, aka Rasta from the Get Right Fantasy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I see you, Rasta. Sorry about messing you up there. You got those wins, oh, bro. Woo! All right. We got the number 1 Scott Fish Bowl player in the world. David Sobutka. I hope I said that right. Sorry if I got it wrong, bro. We also got Thomas Jarrell. We got Ben Albert. We got Gerard Dunn. And we have your boy, Mr. Heat Override. Oh, yeah. Yeah. 6 people from the Predator Division are going into the playoffs. We have the number 1 player all over. We also have the number 990th player, the 1073rd player, the 1187th player, and we got our guy Rostin under things. So right now we got a good chance. And we said at the beginning of this, during the draft, through all the little things, all the little weird comments P-Dog would make and the picks he didn't make during the draft, at the same time, we literally said, let's be competitive during the season, but when it comes to playoffs, we want a person, a player, a captain from the Predator Division to slay the Scott Fish Bowl. Because just like the Predators, we got you in our sights. Wow. You know what I'm doing with that triangle laser thing, right? Right. That, everybody that's listening to this audio wise, they ain't seeing that right now. Yeah. But let's get to the hard hitting cool picks article, right? IDP waiver wire. Right now, 6.6% owned. Still, I drafted him in my dynasty league. We're talking about the former Kentucky Wildcat, Trayvon Wallace. Yeah, man. Bang. Carolina's at San Francisco this week. They're fresh off a bye. And right now, since Shaq Thompson went down, Wallace has been getting 100% of the snaps. He's been there in every single play. He's recorded 31 tackles and 1 sack, if I'm correct. At the same time, man, you're looking at somebody that did not get any gameplay at all during the beginning of the season. But yet, in 10 games played, he has recorded 50 total tackles. He's got 2 forced fumbles, 1 fumble recovery, and a stuff. 2 stuffs. So right there, I'm looking at Wallace as not only being an excellent add. If you did not draft him in your dynasty league, you need to add him right now, along with my boy Damani Richardson. Yeah. At the same time, we also have the same thing going on with what's in redraft leagues, in IDP leagues. He can provide for you right now, man. He is hungry. And nothing is better than a hungry linebacker trying to make a name for himself, trying to show that they don't need to bring people back, that they need to trust in Trayvon Wallace. And that's what they're going to do. That's what the Panthers want to do. That's why they're so young right now. I love the guy. And here's the best thing. In the article, I said that he's going to have 7+ tackles. You're going to need to go find that bet on any of the sport books. You're probably going to get about a negative 104. It's not going to be too high because the sport books really, that's one thing that they're not really good at is the IDP people. Even though they did get me for a bet last night, they got me for 9.5. And I had 9.5 on, anyway, it don't matter. But the other two bets I hit. So for me, it's like when you're sitting there and you're making the bets and you're getting them in there, that's what the big part is. That, I'm trying to give you a bet, but they're not going to offer this bet until the game starts. So that's why it's so big at the same time that that you need to check it out and check out these articles and see what you got, because I always throw those little tidbits in there. I'm giving you numbers for a reason. I'm telling you to go play them on a sports book so that you could win some money on top of the DFS, on top of the Heatastic bets that I do on Monday and Thursdays, and everybody else's bets. Doc's Bet Visionaries on Friday, his Roto Visionaries, Lou's best bets of the week. We got Ray, we have Ken popping in, everybody, Trevor's popping in, Lou's throwing in to the subs Discord at an alarming rate. He is always consistent with putting his products, his articles in there. Sorry about that. Totally, I was on a roll there. So yeah, let's get to it. Let's see how the year ends for everybody in fantasy football, and you can still get to dock and join. We've had so many people join this late in the season because they're worried about their season. You want to win that money? Let's win the money together. Let's not only slay the competition, let's not only slay the slates, let's not only slay the sports books, but let's bring the pain to the competition and all of the people that face you this week. Ooh, yeah. Have a great day, everybody. And may the points and tackles be with you. Yeah.